Welcome into Better Advertising with Better Media, a show where brand founders, CEOs, and us advertisers talk about our success stories, case studies of building brands through modern advertising such as DSP, PPC advertising, all the way to the radically different strategies such as how Sean Riley and his friends did over at Dude Wipes. A lot of you may be new here to our show, so welcome in. I'm your host, Justin Knuckles, and I've been here at Better Media for about 2 years and some change. At Better Media, we help brands grow and advertise in e-commerce arenas such as Amazon PPC, DSP, Walmart, Instacart, and the list does not seem to be stopping anytime soon. Today, I have my guest and coworker from Better Media, Nick Amos. Welcome in, Nick.
Hey, Justin. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, man. Today, we're going to be chatting about some of the newer creative ad types available directly to advertisers in Ad Console, such as boosted posts and vertical video ads. Bringing you on, Nick, as you are probably the one person who's touched these things the most on our team. So wanted to chat your brain about some of those things. So let's start first on anything about who you are as a person. How long you've been here at Better Media, just a personal side of yourself a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So I joined Better Media just over 9 months ago now. So a few short months after college. I joined originally as an advertising apprentice, really just trying to learn the ropes of PPC, doing everything I could to soak in information, whether it was through the Amazon Learning Console, YouTube videos, LinkedIn content, and of course, surrounding myself with some of the most knowledgeable people in the industry here at Better Media. And then fast forward a few months, I found myself really gaining a better understanding of the industry at large. I was better understanding what it meant to build strong relationships with our clients and really what it takes to implement strategy at large. And then I finally moved my way into position as the account lead on multiple accounts. But originally born and raised in Northeast Ohio, I went on to earn my degrees from Edinboro University out of Edinboro, Pennsylvania. I ran cross country and track there for 5 years. So I've really always enjoyed a team culture where everyone is working towards the same goals. So fortunate to join a company such as Better Media where we embody that. Now I live in Stillwater, Oklahoma with my girlfriend, my 2 cats, and 7 reptiles. On the daily, I enjoy running still. I enjoy getting outside, walking down to a local downtown to get coffee and what have you, and thrift shopping.
I think it's an understatement to say you like running. What was your running streak before you ended up eventually breaking it?
Oh, man. I think it was going on like 3 years or something.
Yeah, and you started that before or during COVID, right?
Yeah, I think right after COVID hit, like right around that time.
Yeah, I remember we were on a team trip out in Seattle. Like everyone's, staying up late as a team. We don't get to see each other often. So we're all, staying up to the wee hours of the night, sleeping in as much as we can. And everyone's like waking up saying, "Where's Nick?" And you're out running like miles and miles, just trying to keep your streak alive. It's impressive. It's some military level discipline.
It was a good time, but, it came to a point where I had to let my body rest.
100%. I don't have that kind of commitment when it comes to exercise in the gym. So kudos to you, brother. But it's been awesome to see your progress here in the advertising world. Again, you came in as truly like a green rookie, like not knowing much about what PPC even was. And you're communicating some really advanced strategies now after a really quick 9 months. So big shout out to the industry on Nick Amos. If you're working with Nick, you are in some of the best hands. But let's talk about some of the things you've been touching more recently, such as those boosted posts, which are fairly new as I think the last couple of weeks, but correct me if I'm wrong.
I'd say I'm pretty sure that rolled out mid to late February. So yeah, very recent.
And correct me if I'm wrong, do all advertisers have access to that if they're running posts, or is that something you need to go like ask for access currently?
Yeah, so it should be available to all advertisers at this point. It depends more on if the account itself is running posts and if they're available to run posts.
And for everyone that's, again, first timer here to this podcast, this is within the Amazon e-commerce ad console. So posts are similar to like a social media Instagram post within Amazon. Up to this point, they've been free and they still are free. However, we have the ability to essentially boost them, hence the name, now with behind some ad spend, correct?
Yes, right on.
Awesome. So does this come directly out of your advertising console ad spend? Does it reflect in the spend column of your advertising strategies? Where can you view this and be hands-on with your boosted posts?
Yeah, exactly. So you can access your posts within Ad Console, and you can go in there and you can check out the engagement rate, the impressions, and all that stuff that is happening behind the scenes with your posts. And from there, it's basically just a one-click shop right into boosting that post right into a sponsor brand campaign.
So what does that mean to boost a post? Are you putting a certain amount of ad spend behind it? Are you setting a bid? Who are you targeting? Just what does that exactly mean to boost a post?
Right. So you're getting the creative from the post itself. So it's a great way to, if you're testing creatives, different images and videos as well within your posts, and you're seeing strong engagement through those, and you want to expand the success on that post, all you have to do is hit boost within the post section. It'll bring you to your sponsored brand campaign build out. And then from there, you can name the campaign, you can choose the targets you need to, but the creative section, aside from your headline, will be completely filled out. So very nice there.
Got it. So if you're not currently running posts, this may not be the best thing to just jump into the deep end and start doing right now, but maybe start with some posts, which again are free to run, and
Right.
see which ones are working well and then boost. Is that kind of what you're implying?
I think you hit the nail on the head there, Justin.
Awesome. So what exactly are we getting out of these boosted posts? Are we getting sales or are we just getting followers like we try to do with regular posts?
Yeah, so this is going to act just as a sponsored brand campaign. So you're taking that creative and it's going to basically run just like a sponsored brand campaign via the PPC model where customers can click into that ad and they will be purchasing products from you directly to either the storefront that you choose or the product detail pages that are included within the sponsored brand campaign. But yes, spend and sales just like a sponsored brand campaign.
I figured there had to be some sales on the back end of that attribution if we're actually putting spend behind it, but I just wanted to double
Exactly.
check. um, Awesome. Well, yeah, I mean, definitely, I don't think we talk about posts enough here as Better Media, but
Yeah,
especially on
right.
the podcast. But again, posts is just essentially the social media feed within Amazon that you can gain followers through, which followers are
Yeah.
currency because, again, you can directly contact those followers of your brand when you have new product rollouts, when you're running deals, I believe. Don't quote me on that one, but I certainly know. I think when you roll out new products, you can directly engage with those followers because again, they've hit the follow button to your brand and said, "I want to be closer engaged with this brand and their
Right.
products." So you have a bit more control over that relationship. So definitely recommend doing it, and again, at the cost of free. So why not? Moving on to the next ad type that I think you've been working with pretty heavily lately has been the vertical sponsor brand video ads. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
So tell us a little bit more about that. Obviously, we've been running sponsor brand video for years and years now. I think every brand and seller is or has been. But what is different about the vertical videos?
Yeah, right. So the horizontal sponsor brand video has definitely been around for a little while. It's that 16:9 format, and now, as of I'm pretty sure this rolled out early January of 2024. Now we get that 9:16 format, the vertical video, the that we all know and love that you see on your Instagram and other social media platforms.
Yeah, and so this one is tailored for the mobile experience.
Right.
But I remember kicking off my first one about early January, right around there when you said. So I think sellers and brands are a little bit more familiar and likely have heard this one talked about on LinkedIn or on your own mastermind calls. But exactly who should be doing this ad type?
I think really any brand that is investing a lot in other channels in terms of pumping out video content, whether it's, branded or UGC, all that good stuff. Whoever's got great videos and would love to implement them right into their Amazon advertising, those are the brands I would recommend this to.
Yeah, I would second that. I just wanted to get your opinion first. I mean, I've seen a lot of the brands I work with have amazing social media content,
Right.
or they're a big enough brand name that, people are excited to do essentially like influencer review videos on Instagram
Yeah.
and post those. So assuming have good relationships with those influencers and can get those videos, or shoot, if you have your own videos on your own brand page on Instagram, those are great to start trying out on vertical video. Couple caveats I want to point out because again, I've tested a few of these myself. Some of our brands have tried videos that we're moving really fast. We don't see maybe the URL that's listed in the video. So if you're trying to drive traffic on those videos to your URL, your storefront page. Make sure you have your editors take those out before you try submitting to Amazon vertical video, just because those will be flagged and rejected. But any other feedback from your side, Nick, on anyone that wants to try out these ad types?
I think it's a great way to boost your brand presence and boost your new to brand customer acquisition. It's optimized for mobile. We know a lot of customers are shopping on mobile, so we're making it it's very engaging for the customer experience, and it's a fresh rollout, so it's very exciting stuff.
One other caveat I wanted to throw out, not necessarily a caveat, but to clarification, is these vertical videos do not drive directly to a product page, but directly to a storefront page. So that is the one big difference between our regular sponsor brand video ads and the new vertical ads, is these must drive to a storefront page. So another reason to sharpen up your storefront, if it's not already well dressed with good images, good content, organized in a logical fashion. You'd be surprised at some of the storefronts I see, but put some effort into that storefront and let's drive traffic there, as other advertisers cannot steal customers from that page. That you cannot advertise directly onto a storefront page, but once you've gotten someone in, they have to exit on their own, clicking or searching elsewhere. But yeah, that's the benefit of storefront coming off the heels of that vertical video ad. That is correct, right, Nick, that you have to drive directly to a storefront?
Yeah, that is right. And so with vertical videos, I think you can expect a pretty high click-through rate. I'm pretty sure the Amazon test, they found a 9% higher click-through rate as compared to horizontal videos. So you can expect a lot of clicks. So just ensuring that your store page, like you said, is optimized and is ready for conversion.
Awesome. Great points of feedback. Awesome. Well, that is all we have to talk about today. Thank you, Nick, for dropping in on this chat about creative ad types.
I really appreciate it, Justin. It was a great time.
Yeah, everyone go follow and connect with Nick Amos on LinkedIn if you are not already. And we will be here next time. If you found value in this conversation, please share it. Please download it. Share it with your brand friends, your other seller friends, and catch us next time on our next episode. Everyone else, cheers.